Hi guys, welcome back to TheDiviShow. You're on episode number 16. मैं अभी उनसे मिलने जा रही हूँ जिनके पास जाने में I think सबकी एक बार के लिए फट जाती है. I am talking about a dentist in Jaipur who has made a brilliant name by the name of DentaCure, her brand. Her Instagram goes by the name Dr. Joshi. Yes, I'm talking about Mrs. Aishwarya Joshi. She is a cosmetologist, first a dentist, and then later she moved into cosmetology, lasers, face injectables, and a lot of other procedures. Apart from this, she also has a label by the name Polish and Wink, where a lot of ladies from the city go to groom themselves. And then she started a paw-friendly grooming service as well. She is a part of the Liberty Hospital as well, and along with that she has run a lot of camps when it comes to dentistry. So in सबका process कैसा था? I want to understand her psychology, what was happening then, why she took a transition in her career like such, and a lot more to talk about, man. I'll always make sure in all of my episodes आपको हमेशा कुछ valuable मिले, और वही आज हम करने जा रहे हैं. थोड़ी बहुत वैल्यू मैं उनसे भी सीख करूँगी. So stay tuned. See you in the end. Bye bye. Hi.
Sorry, I had to make you wait. I had a patient walk in, so I had to go and see.
No issues at all. You can pin this.
Okay. So nice to meet you, and thank you for inviting me.
Oh, it's my pleasure, man.
I got a little something for you, by the way.
Oh,
Shall I put it at the back?
Along with your water bottle. What's your secret?
I'm sorry. So I can't.
Hydration.
Yes, I can't survive without my. I get anxious if my water bottle is not around.
Oh.
So you can actually find 10 water bottles in my car. I'm not even kidding. Like my doors are filled with water bottles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Hydration is everything, and especially in the scorching heat. 100%.
Yeah, and the weather is also changing a lot, so I think that keeps your body like at a stable place.
A lot of benefits of water. I mean, we all know that about, right? So it keeps your skin good. It keeps your gut health good. You're not dehydrated, so you're not constipated.
Right.
And apart from that, it's also good for your teeth. It's very good for your oral health.
Okay.
So yeah.
You've ever, since the beginning, you've been like this, or after you started?
Since the beginning. I think since the beginning. Yes, I've always had I get anxious if there's no water around me. Yeah, so I do drink a lot of water. I think I have this habit because of my parents.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how are you? How is DentaCure going?
Everything is going fab. We are thriving and working very hard to deliver the best of the treatments.
Yeah.
And we like keeping busy. It's it's also something that we enjoy. So I keep myself entertained through my work. I get bored if I'm not working. Like honestly, I don't know what else to do.
How long have you been a working professional? Like so after your dentistry?
I've been working for almost eight and a half years now. And so I started immediately after my graduation.
Okay, DentaCure.
No, so I actually worked with a lot of dentists. I worked with senior doctors. I also worked at a hospital, a cancer hospital in Jaipur.
Okay.
I assisted many doctors. So the thing with my profession is that the more you practice, the better you become. All dentists, and not just dentists, I would say, all cosmetologists, all surgeons, we are all artists, in our own way. So the more we practice, the better our hand becomes.
Yeah.
So I did observerships, I did assist a lot of senior doctors. I've worked at I think around 5-6 clinics.
Yeah.
and then I worked at a hospital to find out what I really wanted to do, whether I wanted to get into oral and maxillofacial surgery or if I wanted to do something else. So yeah, I did a lot of work here and there.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then how long has DentaCure?
So DentaCure has been there for almost 7 years. I actually started the practice with my sister. It was her clinic and it was called something else. The DentaCure name was still there, but it was called Jaipur DentaCure, and then we had another name later on. And I started under her, to be frank.
Okay.
And I still remember I used to get 5,000 rupees salary every month, and I would assist her, shadow her, and I would literally do all of the things myself, from sterilization to giving appointments to patients, to attending phone calls, to holding suction. I would literally do everything, but I wasn't really sure if I wanted to be in Jaipur and practice for long. I'm actually working throughout the week,
Yeah, on Sundays.
Yeah, my phone's always on. I can get calls any time of the day. Yeah.
How is that and your new marriage working together?
Oh, we are old now. We've been married for 3 years now. 3 years now. Yes.
Nah, that's not that old.
But it was always like
but
that.
How is it like balancing being a female entrepreneur and then getting married, having your own
I think
business?
I'm blessed to have a very supportive family. Like even my parents, for that matter, they were extremely supportive. They always told me you can do whatever you want, explore as much as possible, and find your niche, and we are ready to support you in whatever way we can. And so it's the same with my in-laws. Everyone's a doctor in our family. Not my parents, my in-laws actually. And everyone's just way too busy with their own things. So, nobody really interferes in anyone else's work.
When you're with working professionals, I think.
Yeah, and my husband himself is a doctor, So his schedule is more hectic than mine. So, yeah.
Okay.
And what can I say about myself? I'm such a supportive wife.
It's always nice to pat your back.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, my husband was studying when I married him. So, he would cancel.
See the caliber first.
Yes, absolutely. And then, he would cancel on me on our dates last minute. And I would just be cool about it. Like,
I'm busy as well.
So, yeah, now it's his time to reciprocate.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, wonderful. So I wanted to know more about DentaCure as a brand and how you picked the niche in cosmetology, then keeping first of all the same brand name.
Right.
Like with DentaCure you went into cosmetology, and how come that interest built in the beginning,
So as I said that I started the clinic with someone else, but so during that period I was also looking out for more options. I honestly didn't know whether I really want to do this.
Okay.
And my parents, since they were very supportive, they told me that you can travel the world, you can find your niche, you can decide whether you want to be a dentist or you want to change your field.
Okay.
So I did work with a lot of senior doctors, and I knew that I wanted to do this. In fact, my father wanted me to be a doctor, so but then as I traveled abroad, I found out that there were many other options for dentists. They could also practice as a laser specialist, they could also practice as a cosmetologist, and I think that's where I picked it up from. So if COVID had not happened, I would not be here, frankly. And I opened my clinic right before my marriage, and I opened it because I was getting married, so I had to be here. My husband is here, all our family business is here, and that is when I realized that since I've put in so many years of education, I've done so many fellowships, why not make use of it? And that is exactly when I decided to expand into cosmetology, get the best of the laser devices. I've also practiced abroad for fillers and Botox. I've done the level 7 training. So but I was not doing that before 2020. So then that is when I went back, I brushed up on my skills, and I started all of it again. And I think Jaipur honestly lagged a lot of doctors who could provide these treatments. Because
one of my questions was how difficult was it for you to lay ground in a city like Jaipur, especially cosmetology, because it's something that a lot of people step back
See,
from.
it's not a taboo in the society, let me tell you this. It's actually a myth, you know. So people would actually travel to Delhi and Bombay all the time, or even Dubai for that matter, you know. I have
such procedures
yes, absolutely.
Okay.
And they would come back and tell me that, oh, you know, we didn't know that you were doing this. It's so nice to have finally found you here in Jaipur. Now we don't have to travel to Dubai or Bombay to get our treatments done.
Right.
So, and the kind of international trainings that I had done, so they had always told us that, so I'm actually willing to become an international injector. I'm working on it. That's actually, I think, my end goal. And a lot of doctors would tell me that, you know, we don't know how the market is in India for all this, but if you try, we are very sure that, you know, you can convince people into doing the treatments. And a lot of people don't know that they need the treatment. Frankly, it's a lifestyle choice. I don't force my patients to do anything. I don't force them to come to me. They come to me themselves, right?
Right.
So I tell them that, you know, this is the right treatment. If you want to do this, then we can definitely go about it. But there is no pressure from my end.
Okay.
And, you know, they tell me that they've been reading and researching about it for a long time, but they just couldn't find a doctor to do it with.
Yeah.
And
it gets better when you're one-on-one with a professional.
Exactly. And I also feel that social media, especially Instagram for that matter, has really helped me boost my business in many ways. I think, I don't know about others, but I am extremely very honest with what I do on my social media. And through Instagram, we have honestly shown people what we do. That is, I think, the only kind of advertisement that we do. I don't even have a website, you know. So, I think through that, we've just been very honest. We tell them this is the treatment, that if you have a problem like this, then this is the treatment for it. Come to us, ask us, we are very happy to help you.
Right.
So I think that has also helped me, in promoting what I do and in spreading knowledge, in spreading awareness about, the work that we do.
Right. You have been constantly one after the other. You have been doing campaigns, something with influencers, which is very inspiring to see, because, people are still finding their ground in this space.
Right.
Like, they don't understand social media that much, the importance of it that much, and especially coming from a professional background, because F&B and all, hospitality, everyone needs to do it. It's a lifestyle, thing. But a professional picking up a niche and constantly honing on it for so many years.
So I'll be frank with you, I've not done too many collaborations.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, they're all my patients. Like, honestly, I've not paid them to come to me. I have not given any free services to come to me. I think it's my work which is speaking for me, and that's what is making people come to me and do their treatments. I think they have eventually built a trust with me. So I've made my clinic in a way where I want to show everyone that there is high-end cosmetic dentistry, and not just dentistry, for all the cosmetic services also that we provide. We have made sure that we have got the best of the devices from all across the globe. So I have invested into Alma lasers, which is my laser hair reduction device, which is one of the world's leading laser hair reduction devices. Then I have the Tri-Beam device for Q-switch laser toning and other treatments, birthmark removal, tattoo removals. Then for teeth whitening, I've got Zoom whitening with me, which is very popular in the US. So all of my devices are US FDA approved devices, And I'm just not cheating my clients. Like, I'm not cheating them by saying that I'm using the best of the products for you, and I'm being stingy on what I invest
quality,
in. So I'm literally giving them that quality that they look for. And I think that is why I don't have to collaborate or give out free services. I do a lot of campaigns, but that's only like a camp. So a lot of doctors, I don't know if you know this, but a lot of doctors do camps in rural areas, or even free camps for that matter. We have that in our hospital, Liberty Hospital, as well. We do Sunday free camps where you can just come in for a general checkup. We would tell you what tests you must do, what's best for you to diagnose the main cause of your problem, and then we can advise you certain treatments, right? So similarly, we do that every now and then at our clinic. But that's only because we want somebody to come to us and share their concern. And that is when we tell them that this is the right treatment and if you want to treat yourself, this is what you should consider doing. But I'm not giving them any discounts or doing it for free.
Right. What about your have you figured out your target audience yet, being a little entrepreneurial here?
I don't think doctors do that. I think we cater to everyone. I'm actually the same with all of my patients.
Is this the under oath thing?
It is, yes. And I don't think any doctors do that, I mean, I'm at my best behavior every day with everyone. And frankly, my patients can sense if I've not slept well, if I'm tired, and it reflects on my work, So I don't want to compromise anywhere. I'm at my best behavior with my patients, and I'm literally the same with everyone.
Right. So to ask that question again, why Dentacure for cosmetology also, and not building a separate brand like we'll get to polish and wink also?
Right. Yeah.
But
so
why
the thing is, because I've been practicing for more than 8 years now, I did have a lot of patients who knew me because of the brand name. So I just did not want to change it. I didn't want them to forget me or my first brand.
Right.
So I just didn't add or change anything. I think social media has helped us in a way where we don't have to say much about who we are and what we do, but it shows everything, So we did add a small tag beneath our brand name, which is Dental Smile Skin and Hair. And now that I'm married to a general surgeon, we also have him on board with us, and there's also a plastic surgeon who does, because I'm in the cosmetics now. So we also have a plastic surgeon on board with us, Dr. Saurabh. So he also helps us with a lot of cosmetic procedures. If somebody comes to me and say that now I've done lipolysis with you and I want to go for liposuction, so I tell them that I will call the consultant, and if you want, you can go and meet them at the Liberty Hospital.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Having a professional for every procedure.
I didn't want my patients to get confused, with too many names.
Yeah.
So yeah.
How big is your team at the moment?
We are a team of 7 doctors.
Okay.
And I have a staff of 20 working under me.
Wow.
Yeah.
And any plans to open up another branch?
I wish someday, but I'm still working on my time management. And I think this office is my baby. I mean,
you started
I can't,
from here?
No, I didn't start from here, but this place is actually a cumulative of both the other places that I was running previously.
Right.
And I don't think I would ever want to move this anywhere. It's actually our own place. So I do wish to open another setup. But I think this is very convenient for my patients to come. It's in the heart of the city.
Yeah.
And I like going to my workplace every day. I've thought about it a lot, frankly. My family has also been very supportive. They've been telling me that you should consider opening another setup.
Yeah.
But I think not in Jaipur, maybe somewhere else. Yeah.
Makes sense. Yes, makes sense.
Maybe in another city.
And I think in another tier 2 city, this will be again a demand, because Delhi, Bombay, there are a lot of people.
Absolutely. And you will not believe this, but I do have a lot of patients flying in from Bombay, Delhi, even small cities in Rajasthan. I have patients coming in from Bikaner, Kota, Ajmer.
Wow.
So,
probably doing it in a tier 2 city, like a capital of a state, would...
I think that would make more sense. Yeah.
Because I was speaking to Shweta from Molimu, and again their target is tier 2 city, because tier 1 there are major players already sitting.
Yeah.
So the second branch that these guys opened was automatically Ahmedabad. Obviously their whole branding and everything, product is very different.
Yeah.
But it's just about the kind of target audience that you find in Jaipur. It's fairly simpler for you to find similar ones in such cities.
I don't think that, honestly. I think it's very different with doctors, because we are service providers ourselves. Whoever comes to me, they come to me because they want to get treated by me.
Right.
So as I said that I'm still working on my time management, I will actually have to see how I can thrive between 2 or 3 cities, but I can't be at every place at the same time. Do you understand that?
Right.
So I have to see whether I can make a schedule where my patients can cooperate with me in a week's time in one city, and only then it'll make sense for me to open another setup. Otherwise I have patients flying in from all kinds of cities. As I said, they're coming in from Delhi, Bombay, all the smaller cities in Rajasthan. So whoever wants to do treatments with me, of course, they can always fly in and come to me, but it's going to be very tough for me to leave one place and serve at the
Cater to
other.
a lot of
Yes.
other places. Right.
It's a very individual based work, I mean, I'm a service provider myself. They come to me because they like my skills. They want to get treated by me. So yeah.
Right. How did polish and wink happen? Like, how did you get into grooming?
Oh my god, this is so funny. So, my family laughed at me when I told them that I want to open a nail studio. Like, literally, they all laughed at me, and I was completely like, shut down. They were like, no, you can't do this. You're a doctor. Please understand this. My dad was like, this is not good for your social status. Please understand this. But I told him, I said, Papa, but I spend so much time sitting in other nail studios. And every time I have to take a holiday, I had to travel to Delhi or Bombay. At that time, there were not many nail studios in Jaipur.
Right.
So I would take a halt for a day, get my nails done, and then, travel abroad. Or anywhere for that matter. So since it's our own place and I was so fascinated, I actually found few freelancers and I told them that, why don't you come home and do this for me or for my mom or for my sister. And then they were like, ma'am, why don't you open your own thing? And I said, yeah, that's actually a brilliant idea.
Right.
So when I opened my clinic, I honestly, frankly speaking, because I was working under shadow and I was working with senior doctors earlier, a lot of people didn't think that I could make it, like, frankly. And
why was that?
It's just because I was young. That's one thing with our profession. I feel, patients do judge you on your age, because of your age, because of your appearance. It's so funny that I was actually told that you should put on some weight or even wear spectacles. So I don't have a problem in my vision, but I was told that you should start wearing spectacles just to look older.
Serious and older.
Yes, exactly. I mean, I of course dress very professionally when I'm going to work. I dress like a doctor should, but I was told that I should try to look older, so that patients could build their trust with me and only then do the treatments. If I'm having a patient in my chair who's 60 years old and wants to replace his teeth, he would look at me and completely judge me. He's like, are you sure you can do this? Yes. Yeah, like, can you pull out teeth, and can you like really do root canals or maybe give me a denture? Can you do that much?
Yeah.
Do you have a senior consultant? And I would be like, why can't I do it? Like, I've invested so many years of my education. Just because I'm thin or if I'm young, that doesn't mean that I'm not capable of treating someone,
Does sexism also play a role in
this? At times, yes, it does, but not anymore. I don't let it get to me, and I make sure that my patients behave in a very proper manner, not just with me, but also with my consultants and my junior doctors.
Right.
So I keep that in mind. So as I was saying that, my family made fun of me when I started off Polish and Wink, but I want to do it because I would spend hours sitting at other places and doing my nails and lashes. So I have a thing for aesthetics, all things aesthetics. And I was very fascinated with nails and eyelashes, and they would just change your whole appearance.
Right.
So that is the reason that I also expanded into cosmetology, because I love everything aesthetic. So since it was my own place, I told my family, I said, I want to reserve a small section just for a nail studio, and I promise you, if I fail, I will never ask you again for anything. And that's how I started. And I got my staff. There were already some freelancers who were working for me. So I did some networking. I found out where to get the best of the products from. And then we collaborated with OPI, got the best nail paints from them, and started off Polish and Wink. And the kind of response that I had, it was so overwhelming, my God. So right before I opened my office, there was still a lot of work that was going on. We were not fully functional when we started off. And then I got married a week later, and immediately after, the lockdown was announced.
Okay.
So whatever I did, it got shut down, and there was nothing that I could do to support my small business. So we started doing home services, later.
Okay.
And
You have a van as well. for
we do have a very cute van. Yes, it's a pink caravan.
Yeah.
And we've put our posters on it. And my staff goes in that for home services. And the kind of response that we got, we were so happy. So a lot of people do want to do these things at the ease of their home.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if somebody is working from 10 to 8, they would not want to come to a nail studio, sit there for 2 hours and do their nails, you know. They would just want to like call someone, like how you order food and eat at the comfort of your home. They would call us and say that, listen, I finish work at 8, can you please come and do my nails at 8:30? And you know, my staff is super happy. Like, they go, and it's so nice, like wherever they go, you know, the clients are so good that they always offer them refreshments. And you know, they tell them if you want to take a break. It really, so my staff does enjoy all this. Like, I've never had a person come back to me and say that, ma'am, I don't want to do this, like I don't want to give door-to-door services. They thoroughly enjoy this. So I think I have a very supportive team. Like, you know, I'm blessed to have that.
And you started grooming services for pets as well? Yes.
So my in-laws have, so they are in the industry where we have nursing colleges. We have a veterinary nursing college as well.
Oh, by the name?
It's called as Upchar Nursing College.
Okay.
Upchar Livestock Nursing College.
Okay.
And so I have always had dogs, okay? And I got both my dogs to my in-laws' house when I got married. And my husband is a cat person. So he had 4 cats. And you know, it was crazy. It was like a zoo, let me tell you this. My mother-in-law was fed up. She said, now if you get another pet, I'm going to throw both of you out of the house. Like, she was so tired of us. And you know, it was so hectic to take all of them for grooming every week. And because my dogs, you know, they sleep with me in my bed, I would always clean their paw before letting them in the bed. And feed them myself, give them treats and take care of them, would make sure that they don't catch any ticks or anything, any bugs. So we were just investing a lot. And then my mother-in-law one day, you know, she's like, you guys should like start doing something. Kuch ghar pe kar lo. So I said, yeah, you know, I actually want to do something for pets. I actually thought of an NGO, which I'm still working on. But I was like, yeah, like why don't I start my own pet studio? And she actually helped me a lot in that because I had barely any knowledge where to get my inventory from or where to get the skilled staff for, because you know, pets are like babies. And it's so funny, the other day there was a girl who said something about you know, she's just become a mom, and I said I can imagine because I'm also a dog mom. She's like, how can you compare your dogs to a baby? I said, you should see how I feed them. You should see how I am with my dogs. And at pet polishers, my staff, they feed the dogs with their own hands, like how you feed a baby. That's exactly how they feed them. And you know, you should see the dedication clients have when they leave their dogs. So we also give daycare services, and we also have a pet hostel. So if you're traveling, you're going for a holiday and you think that you can't carry or take your pet with you, then you can leave them with us, and you can give their schedule. We will make sure to feed them timely. And if you want us to do anything special for them, we will organize that also. We've also hosted birthday parties for pets. We put up balloons and decorated the whole place and thrown like party, like a proper party. Dog cake, and we have called more dogs to the party. You know, more dog parents and more pets. So I mean,
I think all three of your businesses, your I think core entrepreneurial value is being empathetic to whoever.
Exactly. Yes. And I think that comes from my profession. You know.
And we were also talking about you know, being a dentist and someone who everyone fears, and you know, you offering them like a comfort list. Like,
so we have made our office in a way where you know, we have shown that patient comfort is everything for us. The color theme of my office is all white, which reflects calmness. So when a patient comes in, we give them attention from the very second they enter our clinic. We make sure that they are super comfortable. We are very, very empathetic. We listen to all of their concerns. We address them nicely. And you know, if somebody is very apprehensive towards the treatment, it is our job to make sure that they are comfortable. They know everything that's going to happen. We tell them if there's a downtime also. And we give them the proper medication, the proper care that they need. And I think that is the whole reason why you know, why we are able to grow, you know. we don't want them to think that they are coming to us to get their teeth fixed. We want them to take it as a regular routine checkup or a regular treatment that they should do for the longevity of the treatment. You know, we don't want them to get scared and run away or delay their appointments. We want them to feel at ease when they come their treatments and understand that it is very important for them to do it. Because as growing up, you know, I would go to a lot of hospitals and clinics, and you know, when you enter those clinics and hospitals, you know that, you know, you're going to get an injection today and it's going to hurt for a few days, and you just want to, like, you know, go back as soon as possible. You want to leave the premises as soon as possible. So with us, you know, we want our patients to relax in the lounge area or relax while the numbing cream is on before any microneedling or filler treatment, and you know, they can watch Netflix, listen to their own playlist, or even take a nap. You know, we give free naps during our treatments.
Oh,
so yeah.
Wonderful, man. I have a small word association for you, so I'll say a couple of words, and what the first thing that comes to your mind, you can talk about that.
Let's do this.
Dentistry.
Artistry.
Jaipur.
Home.
Patient care.
Everything to me. Means everything to me.
Entrepreneurship.
Empowering.
A good oral hygiene.
For a very confident smile. It boasts your confidence.
Right. Mistake people shouldn't make in their 20s. Hygiene wise, I think they should listen to their doctor, and I think these days electronic cigarettes are extremely popular. Yeah.
So maybe reduce on that, or even quit if they can. That's even better. At least
how does it impact the oral health?
Oh, it can cause xerostomia, which is dryness of mouth. It can cause oral ulcers, cancer. It can harm your teeth in many ways. It can erode the first layer of your teeth. Your teeth can also become pale. There are a lot of things that you know, it can
along with, you know, the lung factor.
Of course, that's there. Yes, cancer is going to happen eventually if you don't quit smoking. But there are many other health you know, problems that you can face at a very early age, I would say. Yeah.
Marketing.
Very important, I feel. Yeah.
Definitely. Your good habits. Hygiene.
Oh my God.
Drinking water.
Drinking water, yes, gallons of it. I haven't had a sip since I think 30 minutes. I'm going to drink 1 liter at least now. So yeah, drinking water, brushing your teeth twice, going in for general health checkup, like not just dental but like a overall health checkup every 3 to 4 months.
Right.
Washing your face and hands before eating your food or going to bed. I think, yeah, that should be enough. Yeah.
Right. To start with,
yes.
Yes. And some of your bad habits that you're trying to change.
Okay, so I'm not working out religiously these days. So I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to work on my time management, as I said. Also, I think my diet. So because I'm so exhausted with work, so I end up eating anything and everything these days. So I think I should work on that and maybe start eating healthy again. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Any last valuable tips that you want to share with people, or anything that worked for you or your clients really well?
Worked for me, I would say I just stopped bothering about what people had thought about me or would say about me, you know. So I think because that is something that triggers your anxiety, and it shouldn't happen, because then, you know, you lose your confidence.
True.
So just don't bother what people say about you. Just do your own thing, do you, and you know, if you have a vision, then if it is combined with hard work, sheer hard work, then there is nothing that you can't achieve. So yeah.
Wonderful, man. It was so nice talking to you. Finally.
Thank you. Finally.
Finally.
So happy that we did this.
Yes, man. I've been waiting so late for about
and
a week
it's such
and a
a
half.
nice, beautiful, sunny day today to do this. Yeah.
Yes. The sunny days are the best to shoot these.
It is indeed. Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much. I hope to see you again very
Absolutely,
soon.
yes.
Done. Thank you guys. See you in the next episode.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Just dropped off Aishwarya. It was so much fun, man. She is so sweet, and we bonded on so many other topics except entrepreneurship and leadership. What a fab conversation, man. We had a couple of coffee after, and she gave me a few guest references जो आप लोग नहीं दे पा रहे हो मुझे. So please go on our LinkTree link, throw some guest suggestions, people who are doing some good work in Jaipur, entrepreneurs, creators, anyone. And वीडियो के एंड तक आए हो तो सब्सक्राइब ज़रूर करना. See you in the next episode. Bye.